Powertank 10-pound backup for running air lockers or airing up tires in case the twin compressor fails. Jesse made that mount for the Powertank. TerraFlex cargo basket. JCR rear tire carrier. That is the body mounted version. This is the last one in production. That part has been discontinued, I believe due to lack of sales with JCR. These are Evo aluminum corners with the clear stop tail turn light, which of course lights up red, and the ARB inflation kit remote fitting that's plumbed into the interior of the vehicle where the air compressor is. Here's the front side view of the Powertank 10-pound unit and the twin compressor mounted on a bracket here behind the seat with the manifold and solenoids. And here's the front view of the TerraFlex basket. You'll also note here we added these C-pillar braces, rock hard C-pillar braces. Also added was this rock hard harness bar, painted to match the body color of the Jeep. The rear center bar was added, and the customer already had the front portion of the cage done when he brought it to us. So that was done, as well as the S-Pod up here in the middle and the S-Pod over here on the cage. These are the PRP Enduro Elite seats. Customer picked out the colors of his liking. It's an all vinyl seat. It fits on, and what we've done is install the passenger seat weight sensor, so all the airbag and dash lights are working as functioned. Added a rugged radio 60-watt VHF radio. Customer already had the Smittybilt fenders and the Evo rocker armor on. This is the VKS standard slider. Those are welded to the frame. Along with the lower control arm mount for the rear. This is an Evo Double D long arm upgrade. Customer already had Evo bolt-on coilovers and King bump stops. We trimmed the Ace fender inner fender liners to look real clean with that coilover mount. You can see the off-road only rock lights. Sway lock sway bar. Customer already had the Xeon winch, the front light bar, and the Evo quarter-pounder bumper. We added the Baja Designs LP6 lights, JW speaker turn and marker lights, and the JW speaker J2 headlights. Really a clean looking front end. Customer also had us get some Warren Epic shackles for it. Here is the side Jeep mount, antenna mount for the VHF antenna. Customer already had those A-pillar lights. Customer already had the hood louver and the hood light, as well as those hood latches. We added the Best Top Trek Top NX Glide Twill top. He picked a really cool color combination on the wheel. This is the Trailready HD17, one of the last few American-made sets of the cast wheel. Has the World Series ring, powder-coated black, and the wheel is a cement powder coat. A little bit of a contrast with the body color and the black on the vehicle. We added a 3-to-1 Atlas transfer case. This is the Evo high clearance front long arm section. Came with a new cross member. Typically right here in this location, there's a mount that hangs down. That was trimmed off and a filler plate was welded to reinforce that front mount on the frame. This is the back side of the Dynatrac XD60 front axle. Dynatrac low pinion XD60 rear axle. Trimmed about 1.5 inches off of the lower control arm mounts for some increased ground clearance under the axle. Here's a shot of the 3-to-1 Atlas transfer case and custom 1350 drive shaft. We added the King rear bump stops and bump stop mounts. Those are welded to the frame. And now the bump pad is offset on the rear axle and integrated into the upper control arm mount. Here's the underhood portion of both of the S-Pods. This one is the 6-switch controlled unit, and the one in the rear is the 8-switch controlled unit. And this is the Mopar big bore master cylinder and booster assembly. Increased braking power with the larger displacement pistons of the XD60 axle set. RPM Extreme aluminum radiator. PSC high volume power steering pump with splash valve. This is the Bruiser 450 horsepower LS3 engine swap kit. Intake with a K&N air filter. Is the overflow bottle for the coolant. This is the 1550 knuckle XD60 front axle. These axles are filled with 538 gearing and ARB air lockers. Tyler from Rock Solid Fab provided us this custom steering ram skid. This skid is available in any number of configurations. He now has the file for the XD60 front, so you can call him up and get this skid welded up and supplied. And I think retail on it's around $200 to $220. So give Tyler a call down at Rock Solid if you're interested in that. It's a nice upgrade to these XD axles. This is a Steer Smarts Yeti XD drag link, and the tie rod is the Dynatrac supplied tie rod. It's a really tight fit here on the passenger knuckle, but so far it is clearing, and you can see there's a small gap there. It's hard to see in the video, but it does work well together so far. 40-inch Mickey Thompson Baja MTZ P3 tires. That is a tall 40-inch tire compared to some of the others. And of course you can see the Dynatrac stub hub kit that came supplied with the axles. The motor mounts in this kit, right here, kind of hard to see in the video. That is Dixie 4-wheel drive's bomb-proof motor mount kit. for LS conversions. Notice right here we had to clearance the pipe for allowing clearance when the axle drops and the front drive shaft was contacting it. So we had to heat this up and take a ball peen and flatten it out a little bit. This is a Fumoto quick valve. It's going to make oil changes a little easier on the customer. Normally, the way the oil drains out of this LS3, it comes and splashes out right on top of the housing in the U-joint area and makes a mess. This is the upper link mount for the Evo long arm. It's welded to the frame. Another shot of the underhood of the LS3 Bruiser kit. PSC power steering pump and RPM Extreme aluminum radiator. So this particular kit integrates well with the NAG 1 transmission, or A580, whatever you want to call that transmission. It's the 5-speed factory Jeep transmission. So the adapter plate adapts that engine to that transmission. This is a flat, nasty Jeep. It is low, wide, has a big engine, big axles,